Yes. Okay, we're good, man.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Opperman Fitness, aka hashtag Gains, and your boy TJ.
Man, my opening is worth shit after your opening. I can put that on replay, like replay again. Gains.
I think people just like me just for my intro, then they don't give a fuck what the hell I say.
I probably that's true. You can look at that view time. Maybe it's like 5 seconds.
Right? Yeah, I get the fucking 8 seconds worth, and then they just shut the shit off.
Right. Hey guys, TJ Fitness News Reviews, and today Jerry and myself, Gains and myself, we're gonna put this thing in order here with the Quest cookies. Like you can see, we have all 3 cookies here. There's actually 4 flavors. So we a bit effed it up with the oatmeal raisin, I guess, which I tried personally. I think you didn't try.
I didn't try it.
Yeah, I it's not really good, so it's okay. I think that we're okay with not having it in the 4. But what we're gonna do for you, so we actually reviewed on the channel the chocolate chip cookie, the original one, and I did it with my kids, and the kids didn't really like it. I was sort of okay with it, but now that I'm a mature adult. I grew up, and I have Jerry with me here. So we're gonna try and rank
the adult version in this.
The adult version of this bitch, exactly. And we're gonna try and rank them. Before we go into this review, one of the things that struck me last time on this when we did this was the nutrition panel on this thing. It's a bit interesting, and I mentioned that in the previous review. Look at that second ingredient on that cookie.
What's it?
Look at that second ingredient on that cookie.
Oh, butter?
It's butter, man.
Yeah.
Second ingredient, butter.
I did see that.
There's a lot of butter in this thing, which is...
It's probably where the 17 grams come from, the fat.
Yeah, it's mostly butter. Now, you wouldn't expect... That's not the first thing that when you think about a protein, like a healthy snack.
Yeah, macro-friendly.
Right. Even
second
if there's...
ingredient's fucking butter. Like.
Right. Even if there's fat, like, you know, the regular Quest bars or stuff, that sometimes they have like 7 or 9 grams of fat. You don't see butter. Like, straight butter. That's funky. So anyway, so they have 15, 17 grams of butter here. These things, and I think that the reason I'm mentioning that is that we need to put this in perspective. This is really supposed to taste good. We shouldn't discount this thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you review like a protein healthy bar, then you're saying for a protein bar, that is actually okay. Right? Yeah. This has 17 freaking grams of butter. This should taste like a freaking cookie.
That's very true.
Okay, so that's the context. And I think how many calories? You know what? Take us through the label, Jerry.
250 calories, 17 grams of fat, 10 grams of saturated fat, and then 19 carbs, 9 grams of fiber, less than 1 gram of sugar, 6 grams of erythritol, and 15 grams of protein. So that's a shit ton of saturated fat, too. You're not even getting the healthy fats. You know what I mean? Like,
there's more carbs and more fat than protein. Both. Separately.
Both, yeah.
Separately. Okay, so
the only thing this thing's really got going for it, it's that it's got 9 grams of fiber. That's about
there's 9 grams of fiber, right? But generally speaking, obviously, this is not like you know. Sometimes when I have a protein bar box, I can demolish it in a day because of the context that I'm eating mostly protein, and I can just go at it. This is really cheating. I would say this is not like this is.
If you're on a diet, you actually have to watch eating something that's protein friendly. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have to think about it when you're getting a Quest fucking protein. Protein cookie. You shouldn't have to think about it, but it's almost like you're not cheating. It's like a semi-cheat. Almost.
It's a semi-cheat. Yeah, but this one is a bit heavy. Okay, so let's have a bottle of water so we can try them in between. Let's start with the. Which one? What you choose? What do you want to start with?
Let's do the chocolate one. Well,
the double chocolate or the chocolate chip?
Let's do the double chocolate.
Okay. So this is
how it looks. These all got about the same macros, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, I think the same macros.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so this is supposed to be like a dark
double chocolate.
This is how it looks like. Huh.
Well,
it does have chocolate chips in it.
Someone really fucked mine up.
Oh yeah, mine broke also. No, so I think it's a
Wow.
texture, man. I think these break probably. Statistically, we have 100% breakage.
I mean, like you said, it's pretty much a real texture to a real cookie. Like if I were to close my eyes, I never would know that this probably wasn't a real cookie as far as texture.
I mean, this one is literally, I feel the butter. Like, it's a bit, I don't know, but is it a bit chalky on your end? Like parts of it?
It's a bit chalky.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a bit chalky. Okay.
I'd say it's a bit chalky. It's not very sweet.
Not very sweet. Definitely feel the chocolate, but like it's chalky, and for me it's also like I mean, I want to say buttery, but it sounds like I'm prejudiced about it. But I do want to say a bit buttery. Okay.
I mean, it's not really worth the macros.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Even before we rank them, like this one, like would I go and buy it again because it's a clean cheat? I probably wouldn't.
I mean, the only thing that they really nailed down is the texture, kind of.
The texture does feel like a cookie, I have to say.
Like the mouthfeel?
Yeah. But I'm not sure. I expected a bit more like sweetness.
I expected more taste, yeah.
Yeah, more flavor. Exactly, more full flavor. Yeah, more flavor. Okay, peanut butter, man.
Let's go with peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Listen, this is important for the people here to rank this stuff, just so you know. Oh, this one didn't break. Look at that.
No breaking?
No breakage.
Let's see what I got.
Did you break it?
No, it's solid.
Yeah, so I think the double chocolate one has some QA issue, quality assurance issues.
They got problems in the quality department on the double chocolate.
This one smells like peanuts a bit.
I mean, it's got some sugar on top, so it kind of looks pretty much like a real cookie.
Yeah, it does look like a real cookie. I mean, you're right. Like they do look like cookies, for sure. 17 grams, same stuff. Peanut butter is the second ingredient.
At least it's not butter. It's peanut butter.
Peanut butter is second ingredient, yeah. Okay, let's try this.
I'd say it's got a nice texture. It feels like a real cookie when I'm eating it.
I agree.
It's got like a mild peanut butter taste.
Very mild peanut butter. God damn it, I like peanut butter. I was actually expecting to get hit with a peanut butter. It's very like I need to. You know what? If I didn't know it's peanut butter, I would have to concentrate hard to figure out like what am I tasting here? Is it a bit of almonds? Is it peanut? What is it? Also not sweet, by the way.
Yeah. It's got like what little pieces of peanuts in there here and there.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I'd say it's sweeter than the chocolate.
It is sweeter. Listen, and I'm looking for the aftertaste. It's not peanut butter in the aftertaste also. Like at least for me, I'm not feeling like heavy peanut butter. It's very super, like you said, right? Super mild.
Yep.
But the texture is good. The texture is solid. I agree.
I think the only thing that really nailed down here so far is the texture.
And this one though is better than the double chocolate.
I totally agree.
Yeah. Would you say this is worth it? Is it worth the macros?
It's the same macros. Not really. I'd still.
That's what
I mean. Unless you got these for like a serious deal,
yeah,
I really don't see a reason to go out and get it. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't pay like if it's this, and I think like the way you would think about it, there's so many alternatives right now, right?
Exactly.
For clean cheating. So if it's this or whatever, you know what? Even let's stay with Quest birthday cake, which I tried. You did a review also.
Yep.
Really good, right? I mean, like
really good.
That's amazing. And by the way, better macros.
Better macros, taste better.
Less fat.
Less fat.
So
more protein.
More protein.
More fiber, I think. I don't know the quality of the fiber.
No,
though.
the birthday cake, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
The regular Quest have like what, 50 grams of fiber.
Yeah, at least 15. But the quality of the fiber is different too, I think, isn't it?
The what?
Like the quality of the fiber, it's not like that fake fiber.
Yeah, I think this one I don't know, but
I'm not really sure either. It says soluble corn fiber. I'm not really sure the quality on that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
But it's not like really. I think I'm gonna say goodbye now to the peanut butter cookie and the double chocolate because I don't think I'm gonna have them again unless literally we hunt them down on like whatever $1 per cookie type.
Pretty much, yeah, like a fucking clearance. Get rid of these son of bitches
Yeah.
type of deal.
Then I just buy them and try to convince the kids to eat them. Or something. Okay, man. So this is the one that we all like. I reviewed together with my sons and kids. And Jerry on the comments told me that I'm sure I'd like them because your kids are just too spoiled, or I said that, or something like that. And or I because I think I'm betting you're gonna like this way better than the others. Now that I add the others.
You think so?
When I reviewed this, just for people to refresh their memory, I gave this a 7. My son Roy, my older one, said, and I quote, "I'm never gonna have this again." And my little one Gilad also like gave a face of a heart attack, and I gave this a 7. But now that I've tasted the others, okay, texture by again, it looks like a cookie, right?
Yeah, it looks pretty much like a real cookie.
Yeah. Okay.
It almost kind of reminds me of. You ever had a Matson cookie before?
No.
No.
A lot of people in the comments on the video that we did said, what's the name of the famous cookie, Mrs. Fields?
Oh, Mrs. Fields.
A lot of
Yeah,
people said Mrs.
I would say that's
Fields.
pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's
Mrs.
what people
Fields.
said. Well,
Smells like a real cookie. I mean, wow, this one's way softer than the other two.
very soft.
It kind of like melts in your mouth.
It does.
It's very,
The texture is good.
And the texture's very good.
Dude, 17 grams of butter, baby. They better get that shit right. But the flavor?
I feel like all the flavors are kind of like weak.
Right.
They're weak.
There's nothing. Right? Exactly.
It's very weak.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, I'm tasting it and saying, okay, what does it taste like? And then, okay, I don't know. Like, I'm eating butter with some flour or something. It just doesn't, there's no flavor.
It's very mild flavored. I mean, for the fucking macros and like you said, the fat. This thing should be like killing you with flavor.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
It should be bursting.
I
And there's
don't know
like
where-
chocolate and stuff. I mean, they have everything going for them. 2 kilos of butter, 5,000 grams of chocolate.
Fucking 2 kilos of butter and it still tastes like fucking regular bland ass cookie.
Right?
Yeah.
Disappointed. That's what, when we did the previous review, I if I remember correctly, like I said, please, like I think the thumbnail said, please make this good. Because really, there's not a lot of cookies that feel like cookies. Right? I mean, even the good protein cookies, they don't really taste like a real cookie.
I will say that I think Lenny's and Larry's is pretty damn good.
Amazing. They're good.
The texture, I mean, the macros, whatever. They had that lawsuit.
Forget the lawsuit. You know what they have there as far as you know why it's good, by the way.
Why?
It's like 43 grams of sugar.
Oh yeah. It's
Man.
fuckload of carbs.
Man,
God damn.
sugar specifically. It's
The
43.
sugars too. Was
Man.
it 16 grams to like 32?
It's like 60 grams of carbs and like 40 some grams of sugar.
Yeah.
Man, you better get that thing to be sweet. But they are good, right? I mean, it's like.
I mean that might be why we're thinking this cookie isn't that great. I mean, it's got 1 gram of sugar in it.
Yeah, but man, with all the butter and stuff.
The butter,
and
the butter should
put
cheat, yeah.
Splenda. Seriously, just don't put real sugar. I mean, you can do.
Yeah.
I make my own protein bars. They're have more flavor than this, and I don't use sugar. I don't get it.
Right.
I think they screwed it up, man.
I think they should have laid off on the fat and added a little bit more sugar. And
Yeah, move
maybe
to
some
like
more.
1 kilo of butter instead of 2. Right? Like cut it by half. We have a strategic decision here. We're gonna cut it by half. We're gonna go
Right.
with only 1 kilo. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So if we look at the macros This is the promise. This is what you expect from Quest, honestly, right? I mean, they've been waiting with this shit for what, 6-7 years?
Yeah.
They came out. I tried the oatmeal raisin. I told you, like, listen, if we would rank the oatmeal raisin here, it would come either 4 or 3. Like this, we agree that this one, the double chocolate, is like
trash.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolute trash.
And the peanut butter is what? So between these, who do you think is like better? Like if none of them is better. If I forced you to eat one, like I forced you, like you're hungry, you're dying, you're in the freaking desert in Indiana. There's a desert. You guys have a desert.
Chip, for some reason, I think the chocolate chip, just a little bit, maybe.
Because of the texture, it's maybe softer.
Possibly, yeah. The texture was a little bit better.
But none. Yeah. So maybe. So that's the way I would rank them. Probably also.
I would probably say the double chocolate is like a 6. It's like don't get it at all.
Right.
The peanut butter maybe like a 7, and the chocolate chip maybe like a 7.5.
Right. So I have a lot of people in the comments. They really get scientific on me with that when I give flavors like numbers. Like I give a flavor of a pre-workout like 7. And then I see in the comments, how did you give it a 7? It's not tasty. I said, because 7 for me is I can take it. It's a freaking pre-workout. I don't care, right?
Right.
Like 4 is I want to gag. I want to throw up, right?
Anything under a 6, I'm like, just don't fucking get it. Just don't
6
bother.
and below.
Like,
right.
Yeah.
6 and below. Yeah. So this, I think like personally, by the way, if we're looking flavor-wise, I like I said, like the chocolate cookie for me was like a 7. Maybe the peanut butter is also like a 6.5, 7. I like the double chocolate, whatever it is. Probably like you said, like a 6 and another 6 for the oatmeal that I tried. But if I bundle this with the macros, I think they're all 3. No, really, because I just wouldn't have them. Like really, I wouldn't deal with it.
I'm just going by flavor for all those. Like when you throw in the macros and consider that, that and the price and shit, it's just like.
Yeah, I think that they're out. That is unfortunate. I thought maybe the other flavors would save the day, but they don't.
Now, you did do the Muscle Tech, right?
I
Muscle
did.
Tech
long time ago. That's a good cookie.
Yeah, the texture's not a cookie, but
it's not. That's what I'm saying. I mean, most of the stuff, also the ProSups cookie and all. The texture is not a cookie texture. I think the only one that has a cookie texture, a real cookie, is probably, like I said, the Lenny and Larry, like you said.
Lenny's and Larry's in this one.
But that's it's unfair because it's not a protein cookie. It's a bunch of sugar with some protein, and the real ones, like the ones that you can actually feel good about, they don't really taste like a cookie. I mean, it's not the texture of a cookie. They can be good, but it's like a bar, right? They're more like a bar. It's like a circled bar. It's not.
They like fucking smashed it down. And
right, like, hey, let's take a bar, do it like this, put it together, put 2 bars together, and let's call it a cookie, right?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what.
This one's we have to give it to them because they did try to make it a cookie. It's not.
They fucked up on the taste.
Which is unfortunate because I guess it matters.
Right.
The taste matters in this case. Anyway, yeah, by the way, as far as pricing, they go for... what do they go for? I think about the average $2 a cookie type thing, right? Like $24 for...
yeah, and they're not even that big. See, that's the other thing. Like Lenny's and Larry's are...
Yeah, they're huge.
You might get the same price, but they're bigger.
Right, it's double the amount. This one is like, what, 59 grams, right? Lenny and Larry is huge. It's like 80 or
is
more.
It? Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, it's more. But this ones go like 12, a box of 12 for like $23.99 or 25. By the way, you could see that they have an issue because literally, because we hunt deals all the time.
Right.
Literally, 3 days after they launched them, we already found them on Amazon for $15 a box. Which a product that launches and it's usually very... Like Quest bars...
The demand went down real quick.
Yeah, and like Quest bars, it's very hard to find them on less than $20. Really, even like 6 years after they launched, 1 bars, it's very hard. This ones came out 2 days after. They were $15 a box on Amazon. You can buy 3 cookies for $5 on Vitamin Shop, and they were like different stuff. I think that they have a problem with demand. I do think that they have an issue, and the reviews are also not that good probably. and maybe
Yeah.
some YouTube reviewers would trash them. Maybe I
Right.
don't know. Maybe
As
today.
soon as you get like a group of people saying they suck, people are just get turned off real quick about it. You know?
Yeah, and I think
There's
this
all
is
this
the
hype,
situation.
and then once someone reviews it and we trash it, and we all say the same shit, everyone's like, fuck.
And
that.
also today, in today's age, it's the reviews like we do, but it's also like, on the comments on the sites. Like you go on the site and people,
Yeah.
it's really easy to get something trashed.
Yeah.
You know what's funky to me? And I can't explain it, right, honestly, and this is not specifically for this. Sometimes you take a pre-workout, right? You drink it, and you gag. Like some of them is just terrible. Or this cookie here, and I'm saying seriously, guys, no one tried it before you put it in the freaking tub. Like I just, it's like a bad movie. You know when you see a movie, you look at the movie,
absolutely.
and you're saying, no, come on. Can't be that you sat there when you were editing this shit.
Right.
And no one stood up and said, guys, we're not getting this shit out. This is terrible. It's so retarded. It is impossible. Like,
That's funny. It's funny you say that because what about that? I cannot remember what it was. Matter of fact, the Performex bars.
Oh, yeah.
Those were ones that I trashed. Unbelievable. I spit out the chocolate mint one. That's how bad it was. And I was like, you mean to tell me this shit went through quality? It went through testing, and these people like this shit?
Right, and no one gagged. No
one gagged. No one like raised their hand like, hey, this ain't working out. This sucks.
Right.
What the fuck?
It's very interesting. Sometimes, like when I do stuff, I sometimes take out. Maybe that's the answer though. Like I sometimes take out, like I do something and it's not perfect, right? Or that you're not doing your best, and you take it out. That's fine. But like in this case, this is not like something that is okay to not be fine if it's a taste on a bar or something like that. And it's just like they take stuff out. Like in this case, and it's Quest, right? Serious company, very super successful.
Right.
And they come out with something that just like really disappointing, honestly. And it's not like rocket science. I think they got the texture right, like you said. Just to get the flavor right. Quality assurance, man. Maybe they're looking for some QA people. Maybe they'll open an office in Indiana there.
I bet you if you Google Quest jobs, quality assurance comes up.
It's the lowest paying job on Quest.
It probably is. Jesus Christ.
They're probably getting people to not do this thing. Okay, so to summarize, people, I think both AKA Gaines here and myself wouldn't buy this thing again, right? Yeah,
Nah.
Not worth the macros, and even if it was worth the macro, even if the macros were okay, I would still not buy it.
Yeah, I agree.
The flavor is not there. Okay,
Yep.
man. So you want to wrap it up, baby? Because
Shit.
your opening is almost as strong as your wrap up.
That's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for the support as always. Let me know what you want to see next. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad. Subscribe, share, like it, comment below.
Scroll, but don't troll.
And don't hate us, because we're swole. And don't forget to subscribe to Fitness Deal News. I'm going to put that shit in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on all my social media at Facebook, Opperman Fitness, Snapchat, Instagram, Opperman Fitness. And that's pretty much it. What else you got to say?
Yeah, no, guys, so I'm going to link to Jerry's channel here. He does a lot of reviews, really cool stuff. And also does like, you have that series going, Beast, Cheat Meal for Beasts.
Oh, Cheat Meals for Beasts, yeah. I do a lot of different series, yeah. Shopping with videos, Cheat Meals for Beasts, yeah.
Right, the Cheat Meals for Beasts. You guys need to check this out. Okay, man, so we're gonna wrap it up.
All
See
right.
you in the next one, man.
Other than that, check you guys later.
That was fun. Wow, this
Right on,
thing.
man. Hell yeah. Hey, we making all kinds of games. All kinds. Hey.